me do an American accent. I cannot do it for the life of me. It's real like, yeah, you're taking the piss now.
Say y'all.
Y'all?
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Houston, we have a problem. Mars has disappeared.
Hold on. Yes, you.
My favourite professor, Lockhart. Lockhart was a cool character. He was pretty amazing. He used to show off and all he'd all look at me. So, he was my favourite. And I think if I was to be professor, I'd be one of the, I don't know, potions. Potions would be cool. Even though Seamus is no good at things like that. It would have been pretty cool if I was doing it as Devon.
Okay, it's almost time for him to go. He only has about 10 minutes left, so just to let y'all know so no one starts yelling at me in about 5 minutes. But
Let y'all know.
let y'all know, yes.
NASA was amazing.
I heard that you crashed so bad that Sean Marshall on you.
Did he? I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna kill him. No, he wasn't. The guy Kevin was in the simulator with us, and he landed it for Sean. I was like, yeah, right. You didn't get it that good. He didn't do it for me. I was coming in perfect. Here he is. Yeah, that's perfect. I could see him in the corner, and he was flying it as well. You know, for me. So then I came in, lovely, and here he is. Now it's all you. I was like, all right, yeah, this is gonna be easy. They saying push down. So I pushed down. Said pull it back a little bit. But sure didn't I just go wee. Then I crashed. I landed too heavy or something like that. I think I'd fallen like 1,000 feet from the air. So then he said, okay, Devon, you've killed everybody, let's try it again. So I done it again, and I had the guy who was doing like all the programming for the simulator. He put it on. We were flying in the dark, and then he put it into a tornado and a storm. And here I'm, Jesus, like come on, I'm just crashed. Why are you gonna do this to me? So it shot off one side and it shot over the other side, and I had to try and get it. And then like there's this small little box inside, a little smaller box. You gotta try and get the big box over the small box. It's hard. It's like playing a video game. So we were doing it, and all of a sudden it shot off to one side, and they found a fault actually in it while I was playing it. So they were saying, "No way, we've never seen this before." So if it wasn't for me, is what I'm saying. If it wasn't for me, exactly. I
He has
helped
saved
fix
them
it.
all.
I did. Lady back there in the red.
Most actors take some sort of souvenir or reminder of movies. What was yours?
Oh, let's see. Was there things? There's a few things like we just kind of took and we weren't meant to, but you have to. But no, I was actually pretty lucky. They gave me quite a few things off the first movie. They gave me my ball patch. It was so weird because it had freckles and it had small little hairs coming out of it. It was so weird and pretty creepy. But they gave me a couple of different things, like say different goblets and just weird things. So I was just saying earlier on, I broke them on the first movie. Seamus kept on throwing them onto the table, and he kept on cracking them and breaking them. So
Apparently it's in the deleted scene, so you can
It
watch
is.
it on the first movie.
I think I broke like 9 or 10 in one day. And people who have had, like Dan has broke like 2 or 3 over the whole lot. Like
How emotional was it on the last day of filming for you, or for anybody?
I think it was bad for us all. Like we worked for so long, 10 years of our life, half of my life, half of everybody's life, you know. And it was just so sad. Like, but we still have Twitter and texting and Facebook and everything like that, and we can still meet up. Like Ireland's right next to England, and they say some of them are over here in the States, and we're always flying back and forth from the States doing different things. So we'll always get to see each other and meet up and have fun. It was actually quite nice. On the very last day of filming, we all got a big picture taken of all the cast and crew. So that was cool. But very sad.
Okay, only a couple more questions because I can see the delightful Nick Jones back there waiting. So just a couple more questions because he's my guy and he's more important.
When you get a chance to, what's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game. What game am I playing now at the moment? I was playing. I don't know what it's called. It's gone out of my head. Oh, you play the guitar on it?
Rock Band.
Rock Band.
Rock Band.
That's the one. Guitar Hero thing. Yeah, Guitar Hero. I love it. It's fantastic. I just never remember the name. And I bought the one, the DJing one, there like last week or the week before. It's not as good as the Guitar Hero, but it's still good. Yeah, go ahead.
Who would win in a fight,
Semus.
or Draco?
Semus. You know? Draco's no good at anything like that. He needs Crab and Goyle there behind him. I hope. I think we're pretty even. Seamus is just, he'd try his hardest, I love him. And like, he'd probably blow him up or something silly like that. Hopefully.
What about a fist fight?
Fist fight. Seamus, he's the fighting Irish. I'm Irish. A little posh English boy or an Irish fella. Come on.
He would kill that little pasty thing.
Without a
That's
doubt.
just, can't take him out.
I was originally, Seamus and Harry were meant to have a bit of a fight in, I think it was the fifth movie. Fifth or the sixth movie? The fifth movie. And because Seamus is really annoyed, he thinks you have to kill Cedric Diggory and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, he was meant to have a big fight with him and actually hit him. But we never got to do that, unfortunately. Seamus would have kicked his ass. Big time. But in fairness, Dan has muscles out there. And like, I have small little weedy muscles. So that's the only thing. Yeah.
I'm sorry to ask, I'm kind of late, but what do you plan to do after Harry Potter? I mean, like, you're doing some movies, Daniels on Broadway, doing more movies, and movies. What do you plan to do after?
I'm giving up for 2 years to focus on my horses and get back into them because I had to give up for 7 years. And I'm just concentrating on them, trying to compete as much as I can, get as many points, and hopefully next year get into the world rankings and start going on from there. But I'll also hopefully try and get some movies as well after 2 years.
Okay, last question. Somebody raise your hand. You can be the last one to ask him something.
Sorry?
Yours doesn't count.
I can't really hear you there. Oh, definitely, yeah, it's amazing. The Irish done really well there over in Kentucky a couple of weeks ago. I think David O'Brien, one of the Irish riders, he done very well. So I wish that's something I'd love to do. It'd be cool.
Okay, last one right there, ma'am.
If you go back into movies, what would be your dream role?
I don't know, something with Jessica Alba. Anything with Jessica Alba.
Another love scene
Another
dream
love
right
scene,
there.
yeah. Yes, it'd be great. I know, I'd love to do X-Men, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I'd love to do, say, some sci-fi things like some... Sorry? Yeah, exactly. That'd be cool. Anything like that, Marvel, comics, things like that. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. I don't know, yeah.
Okay, thank you all so much for coming.
Yes, man.
Okay, so the Quidditch, I believe, is going on. I'm going to walk him over there because he wants to watch it for a little while. And I believe the Green Lantern Q&A is about to start.